Hey guys, it's Jeff with Wiseman Automotive. Today we're working on a 2013 Honda CR-V. It's got the 2.4 liter in it, and we are replacing the cabin air filter. This job can be done without any tools, and just about anybody can do it. I'm going to give you a couple words of caution, and I'm going to show you something I like to do for my customers to make myself kind of stand out, to give excellent work, because that's what it's all about. This right here is the cabin air filter we're using. It's a 3047 from our friends at Federated Auto Parts. And I'll also be using some AC odor treatment. Now, what I'm going to do with this, I'm going to spray this on the new filter, and that is going to, for at least a little while, it's going to make the HVAC system smell really nice, and the customer will know that you have been in there actually done something, because you can tell somebody you replaced it, and you know, they can believe you. But you can also take the next step by spraying something like this on there, and then they can actually smell that there's a new smell coming from the vents, and they know you've been in there and have done something. So bear with me, because it's a little bit tight in here. It's going to be kind of hard getting the camera there to show you exactly what I'm doing. I'm just using a tripod. Remember, I'm just filming all this stuff myself. So bear with me, and I'm going to try to show you the easy way how to do this. Okay, the first thing you need to do is open the glove box up. If you notice, it's coming down real nice and smooth. That is because there is a little shock absorber, what I call a shock absorber, right here, and that's what that's for. A lot of times when people replace cabin air filters, they may break that and not even tell the customer, and the customer a lot of times doesn't even know it happens. You got to be careful. The first thing you want to do before you remove the shock absorber, though, is empty the entire contents. Now, in my time, there have been customers who've had guns in there, knives, drugs. I've even seen that. My suggestion to you is, if you're doing this for a customer, is to go to them. If you see a gun in there, obviously you don't want to put your fingerprints on there. I would go to them in the waiting lounge and pull them to the side away from everybody else and say, hey, would you mind removing this firearm or this knife or whatever it is else that could be in there you do not want to put your fingerprints on? Just do it nonchalantly. The way I kind of treat that is kind of like a doctor-patient privilege. Whatever is in their glove box is their business. It's none of mine. I don't go around telling everybody what I saw in their glove box. That is between me and the customer. And my thing is, if it's not harming me, then I'm going to let them remove it, and we can go on with life. All right. So first thing I'm going to do is pick up on the glove box a little bit. I'm just going to push this shock down. You'll hear it unclick. Now, if you look, that shock absorber there, what I call the shock absorber, clips on to right here to there, and you need to remove that first. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to push in like this on each side of the glove box to release the tabs to get the glove box to drop down. I've already removed all the contents out of there. See how easily I just did? I just pushed in, and if you look right here, you can see this tab. That tab is what's holding it up on the back side here. Okay. Now I'm going to put that light up there, and I'm going to see if I can get you guys in here and get a good view. Okay. This right here is the cover to your cabin air filter. And what you do is there's a little tab right here. You push that. On this one, you push that. That falls out. There's your cabin air filter. A word of caution. Sometimes mice like to make a nest in there, and they'll make it right on top. Sometimes leaves, sticks, twigs, stuff like that will pile up on there. If you pull this out and it has a bunch of trash in there, obviously gravity is going to take effect and stuff's going to fall downward. When it falls downward, it's going to get into your blower motor. And when you turn your blower motor on, you're probably going to get a vibration and hear some noise. So be careful. If you have a bunch of trash up here, just try to pull it out the best way you can. This one luckily doesn't have a lot of trash, and it's not too bad, but if you look, see that dirt in there? Remember, the cabin air filter, that's what they're breathing in, okay? So if you have allergies or something like that, if you get in your car and you start sneezing a lot every time you turn your HVAC AC system on, then you may need a cabin air filter. If you look, it has airflow going down. So air is going to come in this way and go down because the blower motor is sucking it in. I'm going to take this stuff right here, shake it up a little bit. I have yet to have a customer complain about the smell that this gives out. So just a little bit, doesn't need to be a whole lot. A little bit goes a long way. All right, so now let me collapse this down. Okay. Now I'm going to slide this guy in here. Kind of hard to do with one hand here. Probably needs to go in this way now that I think about it. Yep, only go in there one way. See, I didn't have to force anything. I didn't have to push anything too hard. And now we put our cover on. Wait till you hear a click. Okay, both of them clicked. Now we come back here. I'm just going to lift the glove box up like this until I hear a click again. Those 2 tabs clicking in. And now I'm going to grab this little shock absorber, put that in there, and now put all the customer stuff back in there, and boom. There you go. That, my friends, is how you replace a cabin air filter on a Honda CR-V. A lot of these cars are the same on how you remove and replace a cabin air filter. A lot of them are just like that. Some of them are different. Some of them you have to go under the hood to get them in the cowl panel. Some of them, like some of those Nissans, can be like up in there a little ways, and you actually have to collapse it. It's kind of like an accordion. You actually have to squeeze it together because the hole is smaller than the actual filter, which is ridiculous. But anyways, and you got to pull that out. Sometimes you may have 2 cabin air filters in there, and you have to reach in there with a pick and pull it out. If I ever get a Nissan here and do one, I'll make sure to make a video once to show you guys, because they can be a real pain in the butt. All right, hope this helped you. Please like, subscribe, share this video. We'll see you on the next one. Thank you guys for watching. God bless the USA.